So let's get serious right here with this question. You brought up earlier in the podcast that you were sober in this run as opposed to many of your other runs in the past. You've also brought up and talked in an earlier episode that some of your drug use was based on covering up nerves, anxiety, and all of those things. Being sober in this run, was there more fear and nerves, or were you so comfortable and confident in your new you that you just felt like this was something that you had to do for growth?
Yeah. So it look, there's still nerves, there's still anxiety, there's still walking out there. What am I going to say? What are we going to do? I forgot the spot we call, all kind of crap as you're walking down the ramp there and saying, cutting my promo. But it's so much easier sober. Like I can trust my instincts because my instincts are sharp. You know what I mean? And so listening to the people, hearing how what they're buying and what they're not buying. If you watch the first match on any show, you go like, okay, if you're a wrestler and you've been doing this a minute, you'll see, oh, we need to work hard, or we can do some haha and have some Shakespeare and have a old Memphis match. You know what I mean? We don't have to really go at it. Um, so you kind of gotta watch that and then and pick it out. So I wasn't so nervous, but also I want to talk about like since I've been sober and kind of looking inward and looking introspectively and trying to find all my defects and change them. I had some coping skills that I literally talked myself through to kind of ease that this time. My coping skills prior to this time were drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? So this time was it felt good. I felt good. I felt healthy. I was smarter because of sobriety and because of my age and wisdom and you know what I mean, years in the business. And so yeah, it was just a lot easier for me this time because I was smarter. I work smarter, not harder.
For those listeners that can relate and maybe going through something similar, was there something you were able to use for those coping skills to help you get through harder times now that you weren't
Yeah.
turning towards
Yeah,
substances?
for me, it was prayer, you know what I mean? Me and Billy prayed before every match, and it was just, where I didn't feel alone, and I could go out there and kinda trust myself and do what I needed to do and know that everything no matter what, everything's gonna be okay. I could go out there and say the wrong words. I could go out there and mess up a spot. I could who cares? It's not world peace. You know what I mean? It's pro wrestling. And so it's just a different perspective that I have now when I had zero perspective in active addiction.